Good day, everyone. Jolene here from Chill Lifestyle. So I am going to do our September readings, but I'm doing a bit of the astrology part of what you expect. And if you're not interested, you can just scroll past, even though I would suggest you listen because there's things that you may want to know. Now, often we might think, I read my horoscopes and they never resonate. And that's because there's so much more to astrology than your birth sign, okay? There's an ascending sign, there's a Venus sign, there's your moon sign. All of those affect you in some way or form. And sometimes you have huge placements in certain planets and a lot more other signs that you don't realize. And sometimes it's the house that the sign is in. And I no longer do readings without doing your astrology chart because the future is really, well, it depends on you. You create the future, it does not exist. 10% of your life is actually predestined. The rest is up to you. So you might be going, well, then why am I not rich or with my soulmate, and why am I always battling to find good love and blah, blah, blah. Well, your astrology chart will probably tell me more, and because you have a block. Okay. So the interesting part is that, so here's a good example, and I've spoken about this before on my channel, is that Pluto, the god of the underworld, has been in Capricorn since 2008. And so if you're a cardinal sign, Capricorn is cardinal. So anyone who's a Capricorn or who has heavy Capricorn in their chart would have been affected the most. And even those who are, as well as Libra, Aries, and Cancer. Those three have all really been affected quite strongly since 2008. In fact, 2008 is when I had my spiritual awakening. And this is when I started to realize that my long belief systems all of a sudden changed. I started to realize and question more and more as to, well, why I became that why child and everything. That doesn't make sense, but why? And so I delved deep into religion, different religions. Where do we get our information from? And in the last couple of years, it's been even more interesting because I started to go more and started to follow people who, as far as I'm concerned, had proper PhDs in religious science, as well as humetics, which is the interpretation and how people get their information. And it's been very interesting. And I highly suggest you do so, because believing things just because that's what you were told, you'll actually start to realize it's not the brightest thing to do. So you've got to ask and you've got to question things and you need to figure it out. Now, a lot of the biblical truths, Old Testament, actually comes from or is borrowed, and biblical scholars will tell you this, not just me. Again, go Google it. It's borrowed from. So like, for example, Greek mythologies, Akkadian and Sumerian text. Okay, that's where we get the flood myths and all these things. They're all myths, and that's where we actually get the myths from. Okay, it's where it's taken from. Okay, you go read any of their myths, you'll actually see that it all is interlinked. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the same gods from all myths and beliefs are actually the same. Anyway, the reason why we're talking about this is because, again, one of the myths, one of the religious beliefs was in the word hell. My question was, where did that come from? It came from the Greek mythology. So in the first Hebrew text, the first edition Hebrew Bible that was ever written, hell never exists. Wasn't even in there. The only word that exists was the word Sheol, which meant death. Okay, so we all die. Everyone dies. Same place, same things. And humans were not happy. There needed to be some form of eternal punishment for people who were not so good. And so they needed to come up with something. And so I kind of think the first thing they came up with was Hades. Now, Hades was the Greek god, and he was the god of the underworld, the god of darkness. And where did he come from? Well, he was also known as Pluto. And the interesting thing is Pluto is the darkness, because it's the planet, it's the furthest away from the sun. In fact, it's so small and takes such a long time. We now consider it a dwarf planet, okay? And Hades, being the god of the underworld, became the original starting of the words hell, okay? And yet, the interesting part is that Hades is actually the god that decides whether you were good or bad. In fact, Egyptians believed that the scale of justice, which is also the tarot card, was the scale of how good is your heart compared to, so is your good outweighing your bad and vice versa? And that's when the judgment came in. But this planet, Pluto, has been in Capricorn, and Capricorn is also very materialistic. Capricorn he's the sage, he's the builder, he's the banker, he is the investor, the powers that be of the world. And so Pluto, underworld, along with Capricorn, we've got a whole lot of not so nice shadowy stuff that have been coming up. In fact, Capricorn in tarot is represented by the devil card, also man-made thing. More information, you need to go dig into that, but it's really about your belief systems. You either live in darkness or you live in light. Every decision you make has a consequence as to whether it's in the light or whether it's in the dark, And so heavy cardinal signs have been dealing with a lot of karmic lessons because they had to learn, more of the light and less of the dark. So now that's changing. But in September, so this year it's kind of been in Aquarius. So we're getting a bit of an inkling. That's why everything's falling apart. And it's not falling apart. It's actually falling in alignment. Okay? Because the age of Aquarius is humanitarian. Aquarius is they're a catalyst. Aquarians are a catalyst for change. They want us, they want happiness, and they fixed. So fixed signs, you're about to have massive changes happen from about November 19th, okay, in your life. And if you go against it, you're going to battle for another 20 years. So I highly suggest you learn your lessons now. So fixed signs are Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Okay, so if you've got those in your chart, you're about to go through a catalyst now. Okay, so in September, back to September, yes, we're tying up loose ends. Banking systems are coming and crashing. Things that are not in alignment with the humanitarians of the world. It's no longer me investing in my business and I want power and I want money and I want power, money. You're going to be asked, what does actually money mean for you? Are you validating yourself through money? Are you in a career more for validation? Because I want people to be proud of me and I hate my job. I actually hate what I do. It's not in alignment. My gut instinct is I hate being a lawyer because I am representing evil people and I'm fighting for things, but deep down in my heart, I really want to help the underdog. I really want to help, not the underdog, the other people. I want to be more humanitarian. So you're going to be asked in September to really have a look. Your relationships, are you dating people that look good on picture? Well, they're good looking, so they make me feel good. But really, they don't, because they never treat me well. Everyone's had them. Everyone's been with them. Everyone can have them because they you're not one in a million, you're one of a million. Am I dating someone because they have good status, because they look, again, good on picture, but you are left feeling more sad and more depressed? So money validation, how you feel about yourselves, and also a lot of awakening, spiritual awakening. That's why I'm telling you about my spiritual awakening, because for a lot of you, you're going to start having these questions of, I don't know where my belief systems come from. I don't believe in the government anymore. I don't trust the church anymore. I don't trust the police anymore. Where do I even turn to? And you might start digging into your own spiritual beliefs, trying to understand that. Okay, so there's just a lot going on in September, and this will explain to you why you're going through what you're going through. Okay, so now we'll get into all the readings. Don't forget to check out also your moon, your rising, your Venus signs. They are all going to be affecting you in some way or form, and you can do a free astrological chart online. So let's get into it. Right, so this is going to be for Cancer. Cancer, this is just going to be possible energies that you may be going through in the month of September. Take whatever resonates for you. And let's just see Cancer. This could Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, Cancer Venus. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, so Cancer, snakes. So snakes, very few people like snakes. Some people love snakes, but very few people like snakes. Snakes generally mean rebirth, okay? Snakes shed old skin in order to bring about new skin. So this is rebirth, releasing. So again, shedding the old It's also about integration. So let's get some more cards out for you, Cancer. What do you need to know? Okay, we've got Lady Mantle, and this is healing. There's some healing you need to do. So this healing may be around mother energy. So it may be about your mother, but it doesn't have to be. What it could be is, it could be saying that you need to heal around wounds around your mother. So maybe perhaps some wounds that you watched your mother go through, or some wounds as to what your mother taught you, or maybe you've repeated patterns that your mother did. I don't know, but there is something about the mother, or your values of your mother's values, or something about that. Okay, could also be alchemy. What else? Integrating alchemy. Try that again. Integration of alchemy into your everyday life. You know, I think there's a lot about alchemy that we don't know, and actually quite interesting. Ooh. And then we've got dream guide. You've got a teacher and a guardian that's trying to get through to you, and they're probably talking to you through your dreams. I've also got at the bottom of the deck, boundaries, caution. So you need to look at your boundaries somewhere. So we're going to look at the love. And again, for some of you, you're not interested in love. Just take the words that possibly resonates to your situation or circumstances. It doesn't have to be about love. But for those who are interested in their love life for the month of September, okay, true love. This is romance of a lifetime. Wow. So there could be a rebirth in your love life. You could be meeting someone new. You may have to shed the skin of something old, something that's still attached to you, even if you broke up years ago. Because there's a rebirth for you. So it's a new beginning in the month of September for some unknown reason in love. Okay. Again, to take this into a general field, it just means that there is something rebirthing. And this is some opportunity that's an opportunity of a lifetime. Let your friends help you. So you need to learn to ask for help, okay, and also accept help from others. And it's interesting because this also came up for Pisces. So if you've got a bit of Pisces in your chart, then this is the same thing. Do you battle to ask for help? Are you the person who loves to give, but you battle to accept back? Okay, so you know, and a lot of people, you know, sometimes there's an exchange. You know, some people get very fixed on finances as a way of gifting, but no, time and energy is gift, because your time is a gift to someone else. And so sometimes people don't give you financial stuff, or they can't give you, you know, materialistic things, but they're able to give you an ear, an open ear. And that is an exchange of energy. You know, when you think way back before money ever existed, that's how we would compromise with each other. Well, you know, I'm a healer. You're a tarot reader, for example. So I'll give you a healing energy and you'll read a tarot reader. Or, you know, I do one thing, I'm able to do this for you, and then you are able to do that. It's called an exchange of energy. Whereas we've become so involved, and we now believe in materialistic things, that if you don't give me materialistic stuff, it's, you know, or I have to give you materialistic stuff. It doesn't work that way. So sometimes you need to ask, and maybe this is the wound that you get from your mother's side. Maybe your mom was always a giver and she battled to receive. So you believe that in life you have to give in order to receive. So it's, just be aware of the fact that you don't have to give people money in order for them to love you, or buy people things for them to love you, in order for them to actually care about you. Okay, it's got to be equal exchange. All right, so someone needs to hear that. And this is in love as well. You know, love needs to be both ways. You know, you sometimes do things for others. You cook for them. You know, the love languages are different for every person. For some people it is gifts. But then you need to understand someone else's love language. Just because they're not buying you a gift doesn't mean that they don't care. They could do things in the way that maybe they make you things, or they bake you things, or, you know, they go out and buy your favorite food. because they know that it's something that you enjoy. Okay, so this is also reminding of love languages, and maybe accept other people's love languages as that's the way they show you that they care. Especially in a love relationship, where we assume because someone's not acting in the way that we do that they don't care about us, and sometimes it's not. It's just we see things differently. Oh wow, true love, and this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, so for some of you that are completely unaware, you've got no one in your life and you're like, well, where? I've got no one's near me. They might be in your dreams, they might be appearing in your dreams, and it might come in a version of the snake. For example, the snake that's very loving to you, and you think and wake up and go, someone's trying to attack me. No, it's a symbol. It's a symbol of an affectionate person that's coming towards you in a rebirth. Okay, it's a symbol. It's so take note of your dreams. There's a guardian, a person who's passed over, someone who's trying to talk to you, to tell you about this true love or this soulmate that you may have never met, that could be giving you hints and clues. If you are involved, then yep, you're with your person. Okay, you'll know. You know, at the end of the day, I shouldn't have to tell you this. I think most of us know we ignore a lot of the signs. Sometimes there are true snakes, and sometimes we ignore the snakes. Okay, we get good snakes and we get bad snakes. Are you a good snake? Are you with a bad snake? I don't know. Is that upside down? Okay, I don't do reversals in this. I think, did I just like spin things around? Okay, so travel, communication could be very important for you this month. Let's get into it. Right, I think I'm going to shuffle behind the scenes. You can just listen to me shuffling. I promise I'm shuffling. Just I'm having a bit of lower back pain. Right, what is the main thing for Cancerians? Please, spirit guides, for the month of September. God, I still can't believe we're going into September. Before we know it, it's Halloween, and then it's, which I love because I'm a witchy witch, and then it's Christmas, which I also love. I just love anything where I can dress up and decorate. I love decorating, I love dressing up. Cancer. What do we have for you today? Ace of Fire. Why do I have the feeling that so many of you Cancerians are about to meet a new passionate lover? Okay, and this could be the one. So I really love this fire. There's lots of orange, and it's, again, I mean, I know in the southern hemisphere we're actually going into spring, but you know, October will always be autumn for me, because it starts heading towards, again, you know, just feels like it's autumn. It should be autumn everywhere. Like the whole world should have the same autumn. Anyway, because you know, you think of pumpkins and it's Halloween, and yeah. Anyway, moving along. So there's a new passionate beginning. This could be anything in your life, a new job, a new creative hobby. Something in your life is burning, you know, there's a burning desire to go forward and do something in your life. I hope it will come out as we go along. Let's see, what is the blocks for you? What is the blocks? Oh, okay. So I understand. The blocks are the giving and accepting. Okay, so again, you have a love language which is different to someone. So spirit guides are letting you know that not everyone's love language is the same. That's why they're bringing this up. That's why that card made me think about that, and now I understand why. Because this is what blocks you from love. Because you believe, well, if I give you everything, you know, I'm always buying gifts, I'm always buying things, this person never does anything for me. And then you don't realize the little subtle hints that they're doing for you. Again, it's an energy exchange. This person may allow you to talk for hours, and they listen to you, and they really hear you, and they'll surprise you by all of a sudden buying your favorite chocolate for you, you know. And it may not be a massive box of chocolates, but it's your favorite chocolate, and it's a small chocolate. But that just goes to show that they actually do care, because they've listened to you and they've heard you, and they hear you inside. Okay, so it's the equal giving and exchange. There are people, unfortunately, Cancer, you know, and that's just the way the world goes. There are people that will take advantage of you. So there is a sense of, this is a block to this passion, where there are people out there, and you need to learn who to give to and who not to give to. You know, again, is there some kind of equal exchange with the person? And be honest with yourself. And if there's people out there that are just taking and taking and taking, then I hate to tell you, it's time for you to release these people. Okay, because they obviously have no interest in giving back to you, no interest in helping you, no interest in being there for you. They only have an interest in what they are getting from you. Okay, so this is a harsh lesson. We are Cancer, by the way. You are another cardinal sign. Yay, yay for you. I'm also cardinal sign, so I'm on the same boat. This is the last month of struggles. So if you've got any placements, cardinal placements and 29 degrees in your chart, that will show you your final tests. And I kind of feel like for you, it's going to be about things in your life that you need to release, okay? Three of Water. Yeah, your friend group, your friend zones, you know, again, it's asking you to really consider who your friends are and aren't. Are these the people that support you along the way? Are they there for you? And you know, this is the best thing about life. Life gives you ups and life gives you downs. And this is where the tests come, because when you are up, it's amazing. Everyone wants to be your friend because you know, good things are happening in your life, and people like to be a part of people some people don't, okay? Because some people get quite jealous when things are good for you. And that's the signs that you get. But when things are down, when you're down and out, when you don't have the money, when you're not able to go anywhere or spend money on people or do anything, all of a sudden people disappear. Okay, that's what's called a dark night of the soul, because all of a sudden you start to realize how dark it is, that people really don't care, that people really are only interested when there's something great happening. And sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes, and again, you'll know, sometimes you get people who, when you're down and out, they're actually happier. They're not there for you though. There's a difference. They're happy about your bad news. And when you come up and things in your life start to improve, they start to distance themselves. So I'm really getting something around that for you, Cancer. You also ruled by the moon. So the moon's also about illusions. You know, in a full moon, we things are more illuminated, and as the moon starts to go to a new moon, it starts to become darker. And during those dark times is when we get to see people's ugly truths. Okay, so there's something being revealed to you about equal exchange, about charity, and also about yourself. Do you accept? Do you believe that you deserve to accept? Okay, so here we've got the Seven of Earth. It's time for you to stop investing in certain things, in certain people, in certain projects, in certain jobs. Okay, so this can be an area of your life. So there could be something new coming up, a creative new experience that comes up, and you've invested a lot of time, energy, and effort into something you need to release. Okay, and like I said, this could be anything. It could be in a job situation where you've put in all the time, all the energy, all the effort. You've done it, but when it comes to that final pull, these people are not there for you. Okay, when it comes to that real, you know, where's the promotion? You promised me the promotion. Where is it? Where is that promotion you promised me? You know, this is that kind of a month for you. Where is it? You are tired of the words. You now want to see the action. Okay, you need to love yourself enough to know what you deserve, and you don't have to buy people's love and people's affections, and you shouldn't be buying your work's time and energy, because they should be believing in you enough to give you it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Transformation. Whoa. Okay, so that's what you're going through right now. This is kind of the month that you're going to be having. It's a month of transformation. So you might start to feel that inner transforming with you happening now. It's about releasing endings and new beginnings for you. But during that period, again, there's a sense of transformation. There's the sense of like oblivion. Again, that's a dark night of the soul where you realize, hang on, wait a minute. I've been with the wrong people. I've been in the wrong job. I'm the wrong company. I'm doing the wrong thing. Something in your life is coming to an end. Okay. But again, it's always for a better beginning. Oh, here's the Eight of Wands. It was sitting there, now it's back. So this is telling me that in the near future, there's some kind of movement. The Eight of Wands is fast movement. Things are moving. It's about fire. Look, we've also got a lot of wood. Fire again. So this fire, something that starts this month, you might get an inkling. You might receive some kind of communication, a new job offer. And it might mean a move. Okay. It might mean travel. You might win something. You've always wanted to travel somewhere, and there's some kind of travel opportunity coming up. It could be with friends or some kind of celebration. Maybe a friend's getting married and you have to travel for that. Someone's birthday, you have to travel. I'm really believing something to do with this new passionate beginning. You meet someone through travels, new love, true soulmate. Okay. And look at that, your power, 4 of fire. So the 4 of fire is also, it's about celebration. It's about your home. And 4 is really around the home, okay? It's about stability, creating stability within your home. 1 plus 3 is also 4. So the transformation could be around your home life as well, your hometown. Maybe you're moving, okay? It's really also, if the 4 of fire is in your house, as in where you have the power, it means you've got the power within your home beliefs, within your own values, and it's also within where you lay your bed. Okay, so if you are laying the foundation, think about it. There was always that one story that is like he used to lay his bricks on sand, and of course sand doesn't do well, and of course his house fell down. So where you lay your foundation, where you invest. If you invest in good friends, you get good friendships. If you invest in a good career, you get paid well. If you invest in a good company, they see your worth and you get promotions. If you invest in a great property with, good futures and all the structures are good, the pillars of your home, the pillars of your life, if those are solid, good things come from it. Celebration, happiness, weddings, family, etc. When you invest in the wrong people, when you give to the wrong situations, the wrong jobs, it collapses. Okay. Justice. Okay, so there's some kind of justice coming forward about an ending. Okay, so it could be a legal situation you're dealing with, or it's about karmic cycles. Okay, so there's some kind of karmic cycle that is around giving and taking. There's some kind of, this could also start happening between now and Scorpio season as well. Okay, these things may not happen straight away. It could be pushed out to around Scorpio season. You might start the beginning, or you start sharing communication. You start applying for a job in September, but you only actually start the job in around October, November. Okay. King of Air. Yep. Okay. So that's just about having the wisdom and the mind to make good decisions. It's also about a lawyer. So some of you may need to contact a lawyer about some kind of legal contracts. Justice is also, again, it's about contracts. It's about the law. So anything to do with the law, anything to do with karma, anything to do with truth. Bottom of the deck, we've got 9 of Cups, and that is wish fulfillment. So let's get into what else. There's not really much here other than double death, hey? Scorpio card again. You may be dealing with a Scorpio, dating a Scorpio, dealing with a Scorpio or Libran. Taking a leap of faith and seeing the situation from a different perspective, gaining enlightenment. The hangman hangs there. You got Jesus that hangs on a cross. This is almost kind of a cross, the way it's situated. There's a lot of belief that it was never ever a cross, that this is actually how Jesus was. Again, go and do your research. But things are hanging in suspension in something because it needs to end. And you need to take a leap of faith and jump into a new situation. And you need to actually believe that this new situation is going to pan out. Okay, because again, bottom of the deck, you got the 8. Another 8 telling us it's time to walk away from something. Something's coming to a natural end. 6 of Pentacles. I love it when we get double number. I mean, 2 different decks, guys. 2 different decks. And we're getting the exact same cards. Okay? You want something this time. Wheel of Fortune. Fate is stepping in to give you something that's more in alignment with what you give. So again, but you've also got to believe in yourself that you deserve to receive. Okay, if you don't believe you deserve to receive, this cannot be given to you. Okay, so some kind of resources, a gift, a handout, a job opportunity, a true love situation, whatever it is that's coming towards you. It's when you believe that you deserve it, when it's like the karmic wheel is turning. You may have gone through this karmic cycle, and again, this is your final battle, okay, before good things come. Yeah, there's definitely news coming. News coming of a new job, news coming of a new love, travel, some opportunity that puts you in alignment. You could be invited to a wedding, some celebration, travel, going out with friends, you know, and you could meet this true love. Okay, because there's definitely a possibilities of meeting a soulmate or a true love, something that's quite balanced. Just don't let jealous people interfere, and don't let negative Nancy's get in the way between where you want to be. Okay, so Cancer, interesting. As I said, good things are coming, but there is some healing that still needs to happen, and the need for you to be able to receive is definitely quite strong here. Thank you so much. Enjoy, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll chat to you soon. Goodbye.